Hi Libra, welcome to October and happy birthday. So this month we have a new moon in your sign and it's conjunct Mars and it's forming a tight aspect to Uranus, and that's on October 6th. And then Pluto goes direct on October 6th. It's been retrograde since I think April or something. Then a few days later Saturn goes direct in Aquarius, and then Mercury will be retrograde most of the month until the 18th, and then it will go direct with Jupiter. So Mercury will go direct in your sign, and Jupiter will go direct in Aquarius, and finish out the Aquarius realm before it moves into Pisces at the end of the year. And then we have Venus moving into Sagittarius, and that's on the 7th, I believe, of October. And Venus is your ruling planet. So that's important. And then we have a full moon in Aries, and that's happening in your 7th house of partnerships. So this month should be pretty significant for partnerships and relationships. So let's see what the cards say first, and we'll get into the astrology later. So what does Libra need to know about love and relationships for the month of October 2021? What is coming up for Libra? What is coming up for Libra? October 2021. What is coming up for Libra? The Queen of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Five of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Emperor, the Strength card, the Six of Cups, and the Page of Wands. And the card under the deck is the Nine of Swords. Okay, so starting the month you have the Queen of Pentacles energy. That's an energy of abundance. Queen of Pentacles is very earthy. She cares about her home and her family and material success. She likes her material things. She works hard for the money. You could be dealing with an earth sign this month. If not, you're tapping into your own Queen of Pentacles energy. You're looking to create abundance and security in a relationship and in your life. You have the Wheel of Fortune here, so things are changing. That represents, the unexpected. So if you've been going through a difficult time, that is going to change. The Wheel of Fortune, it brings the unexpected, for good or for bad. So if you've been worried about something, which I see with the Nine of Swords, you might be mentally stressed. I feel like there could be some unexpected developments this month that are going to change things in a good way. Now, in the past, you have the Six of Pentacles. And that's a card it has to do with give and take, giving to those less fortunate. So you could be working in a career where you're helping others, like some kind of social work. But it can also mean that you're in a relationship where you feel like there's an imbalance. One person's doing all the work, one person's doing all the giving. And if it's you feel like you're not getting enough back. Your partner's not giving you're not getting an equal, not that you ever get a fair share, an equal share in a relationship. Usually it's 60-40 and it switches. But this could mean that, you're paying all the bills or you're doing all the work, you're holding everything together, and you feel like you're the only one that, you need someone to reciprocate. There's some kind of imbalance. And that could be stressing you out. You have this Nine of Swords here, which is a card of worry and mental stress. Now, the thing about the Nine of Swords, it doesn't always, a lot of times you're overthinking things and it may not be as serious as you think, or you may be worrying about things that may never happen. So don't overthink things this month. Don't make yourself crazy with thought. Think positive things, think positive outcomes, look for positive solutions. Don't get caught up in worry. The Chariot is a recent experience. The Chariot represents victory to discipline and focus. And I feel like you could be scattering your energy with the Chariot, because sometimes it means that you're doing too many things, you've got too many irons in the fire, and you're not moving forward on anything because you have too many, you're just spread too thin. So the Chariot is telling you, get rid of the distractions. Figure out what's really important for you in a relationship or even in any kind of life goal, and focus those energies on that. And if there are things that are distracting you from the main goal, let them go. You don't have to do everything. You don't have to be everything to everyone. Coming up in the future, you have the Five of Wands. So there's some type of situation where there's competition or there's petty arguments. You may feel like you're part of a group that is not seeing eye to eye. Maybe you're fighting with your partner over little things, like you're not discussing the real issues. You're just fighting over petty things. So you feel like there's a lack of harmony, and that's upsetting to a Libra, because Libra wants harmony. Libra always strives for peace, but you may be just tired of the group energy, or even like just fighting all the time. You may feel like your partner's just picking a battle with you, and you're always defending yourself, or you're always having to fight over something, and you're tired. Now, you can't get through life without competition, so it could also mean that if you're interested in someone, if you're not in a relationship, but you're interested in someone new, there could be a lot of competition, and you may have to step up to the plate to beat the competition. Because I'm actually seeing here, now you have the Knight of Cups in the near future. That's a romantic proposal. That's someone feeling really romantic, wanting to reach out to someone, wanting to offer them love or invite them somewhere. It could be an invitation. So there could be an invitation coming. Either you're receiving an invitation to do something, to get together, or you're giving an invitation. Because the Knight, whoever is represented by the Knight, is someone very romantic, very emotional, very sensitive, could be very creative, but it is definitely a romantic proposal or an offer of love. In your negative thinking sector, you have the Emperor. So you might be, you're looking for this Emperor energy, but you're probably doubting that you'll ever find it. The Emperor is someone who is very in charge, very organized, very disciplined. You could be trying to tap into your own energy. This is the boss energy, the executive energy. Someone who wants to build something solid and stable. So you could be looking for that in a partner, someone that you could build something solid and stable and have security in a relationship. And maybe it's in your negative thinking sector, so maybe you're doubting that that's even possible. It could also mean that you have to get serious about, you can't just wait for things to happen. You may need to be the executive of your own life, your own love life, Or maybe you're feeling like, I'm always the one who's, responsible. I'm always the one who's there for everybody. And when, I want someone else to be there for me too. I want someone that has that same energy. The thing about the Emperor is sometimes he's too concerned with work and rules and regulations. So you may need to lighten up. Maybe you're working too hard and you're not giving enough time for relationships. So you have to find that balance. In your environment, you have the Strength card. Now you could be dealing with a Leo. With the Knight of Cups, you could be dealing with a water sign. With the Pentacles, you could be dealing with Earth. So you've got just about every sign here. The Strength card is a card that's talking about not going to extremes of emotion, not overreacting when someone pushes your buttons. So you could be dealing with someone who has anger issues and blows up at the, maybe you're, you're trying to work something out with a partner and they're always like getting angry and blowing up over, the slightest thing. They don't know how to express their needs without going over the top. So that could be someone you're dealing with, or it could be something that you need to work on within yourself. Not to overreact, learning how to get your needs met through diplomacy and through, just calming down, not letting people overreact. And sometimes the Strength card can mean you're helping someone through a difficult time. Because this woman here on the card, she's helping the lion. He's got a thorn in his paw, and she's trying to take the nail out or the thorn. And, this lion has a lot of power. He could devour her, but he's letting her help him. And he's like, okay, I know you're my friend. You're trying to help me. I'm not going to eat you. I'm not going to tear you to shreds. So you could be helping someone through a difficult time, because someone who's wounded. And there's a power dynamic in the relationship where you might be the weaker one, but you're the healer. You're the healing person in this process. And this lion really needs help. And he appreciates your help, he or she, because he is wounded. And sometimes the Strength card can mean the need for counseling. Counseling would help. So if you're dealing with someone who's very emotional, flies off the handle a lot, has anger issues, or has self-esteem issues, it would be good to get some type of counseling or anger management, and it would help the relationship. Now, in your wish fulfillment sector, you have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is also a healing card. You have two sixes here, so that's good because you're moving toward greater harmony. The Six of Cups sometimes can mean connecting with someone from the past or healing from some past pain. So you might be healing a relationship from the past or connecting with people and trying to make things better the second time around. So if you're connecting with someone from the past, you might have an opportunity to make things better, to heal whatever went wrong in the past, so that you might even be receiving a gift, because this on the card, the boy is giving the girl flowers. So someone is offering you love this month. And it could be someone you already know from the past, that you had some kind of, some of you might have had a falling out with them. Or it could also mean that someone new is coming into your life that reminds you of a past situation. And then you have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is definitely a message coming in. So you may receive an unexpected message from someone that you may not have expected to hear from, and they may reach out to you. It could be a past relationship, and you'll have an opportunity to patch things up or start anew, make things better. But it could also be something new. And sometimes the Six of Cups, when I talk about the past, it could even mean someone from a past life. Like you knew this person in another time, another lifetime, if you believe in reincarnation. And you're coming back together to heal old karma and to make things better in this life. So if you meet someone new and you feel like, I've known this person, I feel like I know this person, even though we just met, that can sometimes mean that you've had some kind of past life connection. But it looks like there's going to be some kind of romantic opportunity, some love opportunity this month. And sometimes, I wanted to say also about the Five of Wands. If it doesn't mean petty conflict or fighting, where you're not getting along, you're not seeing eye to eye, it could also mean internal conflict. Like maybe you have to make a decision about a relationship and you're not sure what to do. And you're kind of weighing things within or overthinking things with the Nine of Swords. But you definitely have a message coming in or an opportunity for love this month, and it may be unexpected. So it's up to you if you want to accept it. But don't overthink. Sometimes you just have to go with the flow and give things a chance. And don't let the past hold you back from your future. So let's see what the astrology is saying. So this month you have a new moon in your sign, in your first house, and it's conjunct Mars. So when Mars is in your sign, Mars has been in Libra, you have more energy and more drive to go after what you want. And a new moon in the first house, it could represent a new beginning, a new cycle starting for you in relationship, in the way you present yourself to the world. Now this new moon is aspecting Uranus in the 8th house. So there could be some issues around financial support that you're receiving from others. You could get a sudden windfall or a sudden inheritance. Or if you're married, a partner could have an increase in their income, and that could help you out financially. Mercury is, you have a whole bunch of planets in Libra this month. In your first house, you have the Sun, the Moon, Mars, which are really tight at 13 degrees Libra. Then you have Mercury at 20 degrees. So it's a little further out, but it's still influencing your first house. And Mercury is trine Jupiter in the 5th. So there again, we have Mercury, the messenger, trining Jupiter, which is abundance and opportunity. And that's in your 5th house, your house of fun, romance, children, sex. When it comes to like having fun, like pleasure. So you could get a message. You could get an invitation, or you could have a conversation with someone. Maybe one of your children reaches out, and you have like some kind of, you get invited to a party, or you're inviting someone to a party, and there could be potential. To have a good time. There could be opportunities there for love. So don't. You also have Saturn in the 5th house, so there could be some fears holding you back. If there's like an opportunity for love, don't let work or fear hold you back, because Saturn represents responsibility. Well, I'd like to go and do this thing, but I've got this work to do, and you got to give yourself a break. You have to have an equal. Maybe the 6 of Pentacles. The imbalance is within you. You're working too much, and you're not giving enough time to recharging and fun and doing things that bring joy into your life. All work and no play. You know how the saying goes. So Saturn is in the 5th, and it's trining your North Node in the 9th house, and it's a little bit past the trine. It's a separating aspect, but it's still 2 degrees away. So if you're connecting, the 9th house is about getting out of your comfort zone. Long distance travel, not sticking with the familiar. It's exposing yourself to other cultures, other ways of thinking. So if you connect with someone this month, it could be someone that's either lives at a distance from you, or you could travel. You could be traveling and connecting with someone. It could be someone that you meet through higher education, through some type of spiritual experience. It could also be someone that's different than you, that expands your thinking or changes your thinking in some way, in your belief systems in some way. So it's getting you out of your comfort zone. I think all the signs are getting out of their comfort zone this month to start a new beginning. And you can't you can't be complacent. You can't be stuck in your ways. You have to kind of, you have to break eggs to have an omelet, right? You have to. If you play it too safe, you're not going to get anywhere. So Pluto, which has been in, let's see, where is Pluto? Pluto's been going through your 4th house. So it's been stirring up a lot of early childhood issues for the past, since 2008. Pluto has now retrograded, but it's going to go direct around this new moon. So things are going to start happening around your home and family. Powerful emotions are involved with Pluto. Pluto wants to transform your life. And going through the 4th house, it's transforming where you live. It's transforming. You have to deal with some childhood issues, because they might be controlling you from an unconscious level, and you need to get a grip on that. You need to see it and deal with it, and reclaim your power, basically. So if you've given your power away in the name of family or childhood patterns, Pluto will give you a chance to reclaim that power and transform and be reborn. Saturn is in your 5th house. That's going to be going direct on the 10th. So anything that's connected with children, any obligation that seems to be stagnating, it's going to start to move forward. So you could be, maybe the work lightens up a little bit, and now you have time for fun. Now you have time to spend with kids, or you have time to do something pleasurable, or you have time for art or music or any kind of creative project, parties even. Then we move, then Jupiter and Mercury will go direct. Right now Mercury is retrograde until the 18th of the month. So you could be connecting with people from the past. It's a great time to reconnect with people that you've lost contact with. And Mercury's in your first house, so you might be, maybe you're the one who's reaching out, wanting to reconnect with friends and family or people that you've known in the past. And when Jupiter goes direct, and Jupiter's in your fifth house, things should start to move. So towards the end of the month, I feel like things are going to start to shift. So there could be some unexpected positive happenings toward the end of the month as the planets start to come back online. Venus will be in Sagittarius starting October 7th. It's been in Scorpio, and that's been really intense for you. Venus in Scorpio is in your second house, so it's been bringing in money. When it moves into Sag, it'll be in their third house. Let's see. And that could bring love through the people you know, through the groups you belong to, your friends, your family. So you need to get out and socialize. You're going to feel more social when Venus moves into Sag. Because number one, it's going to be sextile to your sign. It's going to be favorable. And Venus in Sag is more like, come on, let's party. Let's get out of let's get out of the neighborhood. Let's take a drive somewhere. You're going to feel like, branching out and connecting with people again. And through those activities, you could either reestablish relationships with family or friends, but you could also find new love there too, if you're in that kind of mode. So then we go to October 20th when we have this full moon at 27 degrees Aries. And this full moon is in your seventh house. And the Sun and Mars is in your first house. So something is coming to the surface. Something is completing in a relationship or a partnership situation. You're seeing the truth about something because full moons shine a light on partnerships. So if there's any kind of issue that you need to resolve, it may come to a head at this full moon, or you might see what you need to do. Pluto is squaring the full moon in your fourth house, so there could be some challenges with home and family. Maybe there's some power struggles or some manipulation. Something's going on in the home, and you need to address it at this full moon. But you will see, because the light of the full moon will show you, okay, this is what I need to do. And Mars being there, Mars in your first house, you're going to take action. So if you've been kind of on the fence about something, because Libras sometimes overthink things, you're not sure what to decide, you weigh both sides and it's hard to make a decision. I think at this full moon, you're going to see what you need to do and you're going to take action. Mars is going to give you that courage and that power to take action. Again, Mercury is sextile Venus, and Venus is in the third, so again, communication is important. It could be you reaching out since Mercury is in the first house, so you might get the courage to be the initiator. And then we have, again, Saturn and Jupiter in the fifth, and Venus is making an exact aspect to Uranus in the eighth house. So there could be some unexpected developments around money that you receive from others. The eighth house is the house of resources you get from others, like your partner. So you could have, if you're married, your partner, there could be some surprise development in their income. Or if you're waiting for an insurance payout or some kind of settlement or some kind of funding, there could be some surprises around that. Both, it's hard to say if it would be positive or not, because with Uranus, you never know. It could be unexpected. You could get an unexpected windfall, and that allows you to do things that you've never done before. You could get an unexpected message that brings greater intimacy into your life, because the eighth house is also the house of intimacy. Sex when it comes to like really bonding with someone at the soul level. Like the fifth house is more like recreational sex, but the eighth house is more like I want to bond with someone. You could also be freed. Uranus is also a freeing aspect. So if you have some kind of financial problem, Uranus can free you from that through some unexpected development that also involves family. Maybe your family step up and help you. So if you've got like a debt that needs to be paid, or taxes or something, your family may decide to give you a loan or help you out in some way. It's hard to predict, like I said, with Uranus, because Uranus it's like expect the unexpected. You really can't know. You just have to kind of wait and see what's going to happen. So respond. Something is going to be coming out of that eighth house. The eighth house is like Pandora's box. When you open it, you don't know what's going to come out. But it will be surprising. You have this Wheel of Fortune here. So whatever it is, it's going to be a change in fortune, and it's going to be a surprise. And I think that also it could be a positive development, because I'm seeing, Mercury and Venus are sextile, and Uranus is creating this yod aspect. That's what they call it. It's like the finger of God. So it's like something fateful happens that may bring you together with someone in some way. Fateful occurrence in the eighth house. And I think it's going to free you. It'll be a positive. It may be surprising and it may be shocking, but in the long run it will be positive, because you'll feel freer. So it may put you on a path that you ultimately enjoy, that will bring love and harmony into your life. But so expect the unexpected. I'm feeling like communication is going to be important this month, and you might be the one initiating, but you could also get an unexpected contact from someone that you never thought you'd hear from, especially with Uranus in the mix. So Libra, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. This month is going to be important for you, because the moons are affecting your sign and your angles. So when the full moon and the new moon are angular, meaning they're in the first house, seventh house, fourth house, 10th house, you feel it more than at other times. So it's really, and because the angular houses in your case are cardinal, it's time to take action. It's time to start something. So, and you have the support of Mars. Mars is giving you that energy and that courage to start something. So don't be afraid to start something. That's really important to you this month, because it could bring a lot of surprises, but it could also bring a lot of transformation and change in a good way. And, where you've needed change for a long time, it'll get you out of a rut. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Libra. And if you did, click on the like button. Leave a comment below. Click on the subscribe button. If you'd like a private reading where we deal with your issue specifically, click on the link in the description box. It'll take you to my website. And we can be working together. In the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful birthday month. If you're born in October, some of the Libras are born in September, but most are born in October. And enjoy October, and don't be afraid of new beginnings. Don't be afraid to initiate, and don't overthink. Enjoy October, and I'll talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.